this is Rick Kaselj from exercisesforinjuries.com. In this video, I wanted to go through a little tweak that you can do with the lunge exercise in order to target your glutes more. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Rick Kaselj. I help people overcome injury and pain so they can get back to a pain-free and happy life. Now, getting to that exercise, a couple months ago, a research paper ended up coming out when it came to comparing two different lunge exercises and adding tweaks to those lunge exercises to see which one of them ends up targeting the glutes more. And let me kind of show you which one was the best one. But first, let me kind of explain the research study, and I'll get Alex to demonstrate the exercises. So the first one that they ended up going through, and I'll hold the dumbbell and I'll get you to kind of go through the exercise. So the two different lunge exercises that they ended up going through was a split squat. So you end up taking a big step forward, and then you end up going into, there we go, into that kind of lunging position. And holding that position and going through the different sets and reps when it comes to the lunge. The second lunge they ended up looking at was like a forward lunge. So you ended up stepping forward, going back down in lunge position, and then coming back to the start and then switching sides. So what they ended up looking at was what happens when we add a load. So what happens if we add a dumbbell, so let's say the static squat, static split squat. So get step forward, you're holding that position, I'll get you to 3 repetitions. So what happens if you have the dumbbell on the same side as the leg that you're working? So ipsilateral. What ends up happening, so I'll get you to step back and we'll switch legs. Good. And then what ends up happening if you end up having that dumbbell on the opposite side, so contralateral when it relates to the glutes. So that's what they looked at. And then when it comes to the forward lunge, what they had was the person holding the dumbbell, and then they would end up going through that forward lunge. Forward lunge, same side, coming back, and then forward lunge, opposite side. Good. And of those, 4 different movements, what they ended up finding was the forward lunge with the dumbbell on the opposite side or contralateral side ended up targeting the glutes more. So I'll get Alex to demonstrate. So it's like, right side and stepping forward with the left leg. Good. Coming into that lunge, coming back to the start, and then going back again in that left. There we go. So that ends up targeting the glutes. So if you're doing the lunge exercise, make sure to do the forward lunge movement and then add some sort of load. Dumbbell ends up working good, kettlebell ends up working good, and hold that in the opposite side. You'll end up targeting your glutes more, and then also it ends up targeting your core and abdominal area a lot more. So there you go. This is Rick Kaselj from exercisesforinjuries.com. Make sure to swing by exercisesforinjuries.com. Enter in your injury or pain. There's a good chance of an article, video, or an interview that'll help you overcome your injury or pain. Now, secondly, if you're watching this on YouTube, head up above, hit subscribe. What that'll do is every couple days you'll get a video like this where I end up talking about different tips and tricks on overcoming injury and pain. Now, thirdly, head down below, hit like, and leave me a question or comment. Now, lastly, if you're looking for a comprehensive program when it comes to targeting the abdominal areas or targeting the core, make sure to take a look at my Invincible Core program. So this is Rick Kaselj from exercisesforinjuries.com saying take care and bye-bye.